Hello. So off late have I have been having this I think everybody who is not having a permanent job must have thought for a second to make YouTube videos, and I'm one of them. So off late I've been watching Hitomi's videos, and I've been inspired to make YouTube videos myself. I can share the link about this beautiful girl where she showcases her spiritual journey in life, and even I'm in kind of a spiritual quest myself, and yeah. So, and not just her, there are like a lot of other beautiful people also who I watch and how they live with their truth within, and yeah, it's a combination of everything, and also honestly I've made a lot of videos before, but I've never posted it. But I don't know if this is the one that's going to make it to the worldwide website, YouTube slash https YouTube dot. Yeah. So let me get right into the topic. Today I wanted to discuss on what to do when we feel really guilty. Or personally, off late, I have been feeling really guilty because of some things that I should have probably not said. It was against my belief system. And all my life, I had believed something, and there was this one moment of life, and I have in life that I had behaved in a different way where I can really get into this guilt trip. And I feel for many of us, it can sometimes take like a lot of time to cope with feeling guilty when you know that you have not presented the best self or the best version of yourself. And it can really take a toll on your mental health, especially to those people like me. I feel I'm very, very sensitive. I am also empathetic, because whenever somebody walks into the room, I can feel how they feel. So if you're one of them, I feel like you can also get into a guilt trip very easily. And also one of my meditation teachers in Rishikesh, her name is Soumya, and she's amazing. I'm not in touch with her now, but I met her only for like a short period. But yeah, once she was teaching us meditation, and this meditation was in our yoga teacher training session sessions, and she once told us that because of no, sorry, she once told us that the mind can trick you into feeling guilty very quickly. So it can, like, the easiest trick that the mind can do is to make you feel guilty. It can like really put you in a spot where you can beat yourself up and blame yourself for anything and everything. It's i feel i feel the i feel it's important to talk about it. And well, to start off with, I feel like whatever I said and did is totally valid. And also, I would like to pay gratitude to Hitomi, because in one of her videos, she had mentioned that whatever you have, however you have reacted, is totally valid. So, so yes, and I feel it made so much sense because I was beating myself up for saying something, and it was really haunting me. Even when I'm going to sleep, my awareness was being dragged into this situation where I acted differently. And yeah, so I came across her words, and she said, whatever you have reacted is completely valid. Of course, maybe you have hurt the other person, which is not okay. I mean, again, I'm not saying it is not okay. You might have hurt the other person, but to correct that in the future, first you should be really nice to yourself. And yeah, if you're not nice to yourself, I don't think you can be nice to anybody else. It's not possible, because maybe on a surface level you will try and be nice, but again, the tendencies of how you treat yourself will be reflected on how you're treating the others. So if in the current moment, if you are in a guilt trip, I'd like to tell you that it's completely okay for you to react in a certain way that you did, because you had your reasons. And even if the entire world tells you that, okay, you had the reasons, what you did was not okay at all, I mean, of course I am talking about like verbally, when you reacted verbally or you said something, and I don't want to take responsibilities in the actions that you have done. Maybe you might want to seek a therapist for that, but I'm only talking about the words you said, because in actions you can do many things, and I don't want to take responsibility for the actions that you have done, but I feel like you can rectify the things you have said, and you can come back to the source and say like, okay, I said this because this is what was going in my head, and even the entire world says that what you said was wrong. Your reason. So first it starts with you being nice to yourself, and of course in this video I'm focusing on how you have to come out of that guilt trip and look at yourself from a higher vision, so that you can present yourself in a better way. So first thing we do is you tell yourself the real story on why you acted that way. Maybe it was not right at that moment, but here nobody is to tell you what is right and what is wrong. You're going through your life story, and nobody is walking in the shoes of your life. So whatever you said was totally valid. Your form of expression was not wrong at all. So it's completely okay. And especially people who are really, really sensitive, please, 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 please be nice to yourself if you want to transcend this emotion, from this emotion, and look at it from a different point of view. And I personally was beating myself up for 2-3 days, and then I came up to a conclusion and said, man, this is my life, and this is what these were the react these were the situations in my life that led me to that reaction. So it's completely okay for us to behave the way we behaved, and only then we can come out of it and look at this situation from a different point of view. Maybe if you can even walk up to this person and apologize and say, hey, I'm sorry, I was not in my best self. This is the reason why I said those things. Of course, you don't owe explanation to anybody, but if you feel you have hurt the other person and they deserve to know the truth of where you're coming from, you can explain it to them once and ask for forgiveness. But it starts by you forgiving yourself, because there's no way that even if the other person forgives you, you will not, on a surface level you might feel okay, yes, but deep down it starts with you forgiving yourself. And once you have forgiven yourself, you will understand that what forgiveness actually means, and you can accept that forgiveness from the other person. So yeah, just be kind to yourself. And yeah, I'm whenever I'm speaking, I don't want to, I try and make conscious effort to say we and not you. So yeah, let's be kind to ourselves, and let's not beat ourselves up, and get that good night's sleep, and don't let's not worry about anything, because things happen for a reason. And if that thing wouldn't have happened, you probably would not have questioned yourself. So it's sometimes very good to question yourself and not feel like, yeah, I'm always right and stuff like that. We could also be wrong sometimes, but of course nothing is right, nothing is wrong again. But you know what I mean, that if we have this attitude of that, yeah, we are right always, that is again another ego trip. So I hope the message of this video was very short, and I don't know if it was clear enough, but be kind to yourself, because it's your story and nobody else has walked in this story of life. It's you, and you have reacted in a certain way because only you know what you're going through. Your partner, no matter how close they are, it is you who is actually going through. And also, okay, let me come back to we. And also, sometimes we can get influenced by the people around us. We are very, very influential people, most of us, especially people who are sensitive like me. Yes. So sometimes we do get influenced by other people, and after acting from their point of view, that's when we reflect back and say, oh my God, that was not my best self. And in fact, that was not me at all. So be really nice to yourself. And if you want to further really, really calm your mind, you can sit in meditation, empty your mind. But in reality, we are all the consciousness inside. It's the mind that creates duality. But if we are aware that everything is arising from this consciousness, we can really feel safe inside this body and get that good night's sleep, or maybe even sleep in the afternoon or whenever. Just take rest, and let's be really, really nice to ourselves. It's very, very important. If we don't love ourselves, we will never understand the love that is coming from outside. So I have to share this. Actually, I remember that there was this point in my life where I wanted to become a radio jockey, and I was really trying hard and hard. And all my videos, I mean, all my recordings that I used to make as a sample recording, to get better at my work and my articulation, I had like a mentor, and she told me, you're more like an agony aunt. The kind of stuff you're talking about, it was like, you're like an agony aunt. I was like, I kind of didn't resonate at that point. Again, it was my ego that said, no, how can she say that? I want to be this cool radio jockey on air. But it turns out that I am an agony aunt telling you everything's gonna be okay, don't worry about it. And okay, I'm gonna sign off, and hopefully this will be my first agony aunt related videos. Lots of love. Be nice to yourself, honor your practice, if it is meditation or yoga. And remember that we are the universe itself, representing in this beautiful form. Namaste.